Losing a loved one is never easy. In fact, death may be the hardest thing in life that some of us have to deal with. It doesn't care who we are or what we have. It just shows up unanticipated and confiscates the people we love and treasure the most. Here are some celebrities who have lost their moms here on Earth but will forever live in their hearts. Queen Latifah. Often considered hip-hop's first lady, sorrowfully had to say goodbye to her mother Rita Owens on March 21, 2018. Sadly, this is not the first heartbreak the Queen was forced to endure. Her older brother Lancelot Owens Jr. died in a motorcycle accident in 1992. Mama Owens, as she was often referred to by Latifah's closest friends, passed away at the age of 69 after a long 14-year battle with a heart condition that she was diagnosed with in 2004. Rita was an art teacher at Irvington High School in New Jersey, the same high school where Latifah graduated in 1987. After unrecognized shortness of breath and fatigue symptoms crept up on her while she was teaching, Rita fainted in her classroom and had to be taken to the hospital. Later, she had a defibrillator implanted in her chest to prevent future heart attacks and was advised to change her diet. As Rita made changes to her lifestyle, hoping to overcome her heart failure, regrettably in 2013, she was diagnosed with scleroderma, for which there is no cure. Scleroderma is an autoimmune disease that causes scarring in the lungs, requiring oxygen treatment. At different events with her daughter, Rita was seen with a nasal cannula attached to her nose to help her breathe. Rita was also an actress and will be remembered for her roles in the movie The Cookout, where she played Aunt Nettie, and in the television sitcom Living Single, where she played Rita James' mother to Khadijah James, Queen Latifah's character. Rapper, producer, business mogul, and fashion designer Kanye West was more than heartbroken by the unexpected death of his mother, Donda West, which occurred on November 7, 2007, due to plastic surgery complications. She was only 58 years old. Since then, the rapper has struggled to come to grips with his mother's death and has occasionally grieved publicly in ways that has worried his friends, fans, and family. Kanye's closeness to his mom was very obvious, as she was his date to many events, parties, and award shows. In an interview with Q magazine in 2015, Kanye said, "My mother was my everything." With his newly released album, Donda, it appears that Kanye is making an effort to heal from the pain of her death, as well as pay tribute to her cherished life. Donda was Kanye's mother and manager at the time of her death. In her earlier years, she worked as an English professor at Chicago State University. She graciously retired from this position to assume the responsibilities of her son's career. She even wrote a book about him, titled Raising Kanye: Life Lessons from the Mother of a Hip-Hop Superstar, which was published in May 2007, 6 months before she died. On November 9, 2007, Donda had elective plastic surgery in Los Angeles, California. Subsequently, she left the surgery clinic, opting to receive aftercare by a licensed professional in the comforts of her own home instead of in a medical facility. The following day, Donda stopped breathing and became unresponsive and was immediately taken to Centinela Freeman Regional Medical Center in Marina del Rey, California, where she was pronounced dead. A new law was passed in California after her death, named the Donda West Law. It requires a patient to receive a physical exam and written clearance from a doctor within 30 days before undergoing elective cosmetic surgery. Vernessa Nessa Taylor. The mother of Miami rapper and reality TV star Trina, whose real name is Katrina Taylor, died on September 3, 2019, after bravely battling cancer. She was 62 years old. While Trina was quiet about her mother's illness, little is known about the length and details of her cancer fight. But what is widely known is that Nessa's love and guidance is what shaped Trina into the strong, successful woman that she is today. Trina often mentioned her mother in her music, particularly paying homage to her in a song titled Mama, featuring Kelly Price, where Trina gives recognition to her mom for the love and affection she provided. Grammy Award-winning Bruno Mars' mother, Bernadette Hernandez, died suddenly on June 1, 2013 at Queens Medical Center in Honolulu, Hawaii, after suffering a brain aneurysm at the age of 55 years old. Bruno, who has 5 siblings which consist of 4 sisters and 1 brother, grew up in a household where all the children had unique musical ambitions. For fun, they would exercise their talents by performing for the family, with Bruno often doing an Elvis impersonation. His mom, who was a former hula dancer and singer, encouraged Bruno at a young age to pursue his musical talents. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer and Public Enemy hype man Flavor Flav, born William Drayton, was forced to endure one of the most heart-wrenching holidays in 2013. On December 31st, New Year's Eve, of that year, his mother, Anna Drayton, passed away. Through the years, the rapper made it clear that his mother meant a whole lot to him, expressing his undying affection for her in numerous interviews and on multiple social media platforms. In a 2008 People.com interview, Flav said to his mother, "I really want to thank you for putting your all into me." Anna made a number of appearances on several episodes of Flav's reality TV show, Flavor of Love, where she offered her wisdom, her experiences, and her beliefs about love and commitment to Flav and his guests. May she rest in peace. Marc Anthony. Salsa singer Marc Anthony, who you may also know as the ex-husband to Jennifer Lopez, lost his mother Guillermina Quinones de Muniz on Thursday, July 27, 2017. Leading up to her demise, he had not spoken publicly about his mother's well-being and has kept her out of the spotlight throughout most of his career. 4 days before his mother passed away on July 23rd, he posted to Twitter and Instagram asking his millions of followers to pray for his mom, but he did not specify why. Guillermina died in a hospital in Puerto Rico, where Marc Anthony had been visiting her frequently. The specifics of her death remain undisclosed. Keyshia Cole. R&B singer and reality TV star Keyshia Cole lost her biological mother Frankie Lons unexpectedly on July 18, 2021, as the result of a drug overdose that occurred in her home in Oakland, California. Frankie, who was 61 years old, passed away on her birthday. According to family members, there was more than one reason to celebrate that day. Not only was it Frankie's birthday, but it was also a celebration for her being substance and alcohol-free for 60 days. Unfortunately, during the celebration, Frankie relapsed and overindulged in drugs, which resulted in her death. She was first introduced to us on her daughter's reality TV show, Keyshia Cole, The Way It Was, which aired on BET from 2006 to 2008. It was here that the world learned that Frankie placed Keyshia up for adoption with a family friend when she was 2 years old because of her drug and prostitution habits. This arrangement was originally intended to be temporary, as Frankie was hoping to be rehabilitated so that she could raise Keyshia and her other children. Sadly, her drug habits remained unshakable, and as a result, Keyshia continued to be parented by her adoptive mother, Yvonne Cole, for the duration of her childhood. As a cast member on the show, Frankie was known for her jokes, creative banter, and sharp tongue. She openly admitted her mistakes with parenting, her struggle with addiction, and her determination to be a better person through the grace of God. She often asked for prayers from her friends and family, boasted about going to church and her belief in God, and no matter what, remained tenacious, never losing hope that although refraining from drugs was hard, she would someday persevere. Gloria Estefan. Gloria Estefan, the lead singer of the group Miami Sound Machine, widely known for her pop hits The Rhythm Is Gonna Get You and Congo, lost her mother Gloria Fajardo, named Big Gloria, at age 88 on Tuesday, June 13, 2017 in Miami, Florida. In weeks preceding her mother's death, Gloria took to social media and shared photos of her mother with updates on her health status and asked her fans for prayers. During her childhood, Big Gloria had dreams of becoming a singer and an actress. She won an international contest and received a Hollywood offer to dub Shirley Temple films in Spanish. However, her father did not permit her to pursue her dreams, so instead she earned a PhD in education in Cuba. Unfortunately, her degrees were destroyed while fleeing to the United States in 1959 during the Cuban Revolution. She settled in Miami and worked as a school teacher for the Dade County public school system. Big Gloria, now an angel, was and always will be the light of her family. Kevin Hart. Comedian and actor Kevin Hart, who has built a phenomenal career making us laugh with his side-splitting storytelling, lost the person who believed in him the most, his mother Nancy Hart, to ovarian cancer in 2007. Kevin often talks about his mother in his stand-up routines, always portraying her as an affectionate yet intimidating woman. Nancy was a single mom who raised Kevin and his older brother Robert in Philadelphia and worked as a computer analyst at the University of Pennsylvania to support them. The values she instilled in her two sons were firm. Kevin says that it was his mother who gave him his disciplined work ethic. As a religious person, she wasn't the biggest fan of her son's work because of the vulgar language that came with it. However, despite her beliefs, she remained extremely supportive of his career. When he decided he wanted to do stand-up comedy, she paid his rent for a year while he commuted from Philadelphia to New York City to do sets and build relationships that would later help him become famous. When she learned she had cancer, she told most of her family but kept it from Kevin. She thought that if he knew of her illness, he would be more worried about her than he would be about pursuing his goals. He was only made aware of her ailments a few weeks before she died, when she could no longer hide them. After her death, while sorting through things in her house, Kevin found a huge box filled with newspaper clippings and videos of everything in his career. She had been his biggest fan the whole time. Kevin often mentions his mother when he talks about his accomplishments. He knows that he wouldn't have become the highly ambitious entertainer he is today if it weren't for the love she put into raising him and the encouragement to never give up. The Wayans family. Elvira Wayans was the mother of one of the biggest and most successful families in the entertainment industry, including comedic entertainers Damon, Marlon, Sean, Keenan, and Kim, who have all written, directed, and produced and starred in countless movies and TV series, often working together on their own content. Elvira died in 2020 at the age of 81 years old. The cause of her death is unknown as the family kept her life and death non-public. The values imparted by our mothers help us to figure out what kind of life we want to lead. Being grateful for the lessons and aligning our actions to these values enable all of us to unlock our potential. Thanks for watching!